Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby said, quote, throughout his trip, Secretary Austin will meet with regional...
Whether you like it or not, there is fucking evil in the world. What is happening, mediocre people of YouTube? Let's get you set up so we can do this video. Alright. So, it's actually yesterday I did a video. I'm doing another one today because, and I had mentioned yesterday how this video is going to come about or what it's going to be about. So, what I wanted to talk about is a documentary. This is basically a review of a documentary that came out recently. It's on, you can get it on HBO Max, that app. And what, if you set everything aside, it's a pretty cool documentary. It's worth watching. It's called Woodstock 99. Peace, Love, and Rage. Or, the way I describe it, Peace, Love, Rage, Advertising, and Propaganda. So, Woodstock 99 was not like Woodstock 94 for me. There was not even a thought of me going to Woodstock 99 because by that time I already had a child. She was a year old. She was born in 98. So I was way busy with life, trying to get on with life and do my thing. So, I mean, I didn't even think about Woodstock 99. But it happened, and you know, it was like any other Woodstock. I mean, there was a lot of people there, and it represents the time. And, you know, Woodstock 94 was cool because at the time, we needed it. You know, it was time to do it because it was there was a major change in music and the whole vibe, really. Around 91 is when, you know, we started seeing Nirvana, which just, you know, one fucking band basically just destroyed fucking music. You know, and I'm not taking anything away from Nirvana. I happen to like Nirvana. I think the songwriting was really incredible. As well as Pearl Jam and, you know, the other bands of that era. But from 94 to 99, that's when we started, you know, Eminem came on the scene, Kid Rock was really blowing up. He was at Woodstock 99, Limp Bizkit. This was another pretty drastic change in music from 94 to 95. You know, we got into that hip-hop, rock and roll, rage music. You know, Rage Against the Machine was another band that was at Woodstock 99. So it was relevant, you know, is what I'm getting at. So this documentary, I mean, if you were to take it at, if you were to just watch it and take in the information as fact, then you would think, oh my God, it was just fucking, it was an absolute fucking disaster. Sorry I keep adjusting here, but I gotta figure out a way. I used to have a good way to do this, but I lost the clip. So now I have this little tripod. That's neither here nor there. So if you were to take this documentary at face value and you believed everything that you heard in it, you would think, oh my God, it was just a complete disaster of pissed off people raping women and doing all kinds of stuff. But if you really pay attention to the documentary, perhaps watch it more than once. It didn't take me to watch it more than once. You know, you see the fucking losers from Offspring, and I call them losers because they support a radical racist group in this country, and they're just kind of fucking losers anyway. And then, of course, Moby's in it. Moby, you 56-year-old bald fag, blow me. You don't know me, you're too old. Nobody listens to techno! So, Moby, his thing is he's still pissed off that, you know, he was there, but they just kind of forgot to put his name on the billing. So like all these other bands, he was like, there's actually video footage of him. He was really pissed off that, like, what the fuck, my name's not on there. Limp Bizkit's on there. He was talking in the documentary how fucking bands never even heard of are on there, and my name's not fucking on there. So he's still pissed off about that till this day. And basically what it boils down to is it's pretty much the documentary is an ad campaign for Coachella. As if nothing bad has ever fucking happened at Coachella, you know. And Coachella has always just kind of been I mean, if you're into that type of thing, I guess, go ahead. But you know, when they get into this documentary, there was like women were showing their titties, and that was kind of the vibe in the United States at the time. You know, we had the I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy that came out with the Girls Gone Wild video series and just fucking absolutely made himself a multi-millionaire off of that, which is great. I'm not knocking the guy. I'm just saying that was the vibe, you know, the Girls Gone Wild thing. So you had a bunch of girls showing their boobs, but then you had women who were walking around completely naked, and they were airbrushed, you know, over their boobs and their genitalia. Walking around like that, you know, all weekend, and you know, and then you wonder why, you know, sexual assaults occurred. You wonder why rapes occurred, you know, and you know, oh man, oh no, you're gonna blame the woman. No, it's not that. I guess I am in a way. I'm not really blaming women, but I'm blaming people, because there are predators in this world, like it or not. Believe it or not, there are predators in the world. And when a woman, you know, when a woman's at a concert, let's say she pulls up her top to show her boobies, you know, you've got guys like myself who check them out and they're like, boy, that's pretty nice, or whatever they're showing, you know. I mean, you might think to yourself, it'd be nice to take a ride on that, you know. But then there are men out there who, they have to have that. They're going to have that. Consequences be damned, they're going to have it. Because there are predators in this world. And when you go walking around naked at a concert venue that's, you know, majority men, I mean, that's kind of the whole thing about, you know, playing music, certain genres. I mean, it's like, oh, you get all the chicks, and it's like, yeah, but look at the audience, it's mostly men, you know. So anyway, so there was a, you know, the women were showing their titties all over the place, and you know, there's predators in the crowd, and they are watching this, and they are watching for their opportunity. Now, they also talked about how a rape occurred, and there were people around while the rape was occurring who did nothing about it, which totally I don't get. I don't fucking get it, because if no matter where I am, if I saw a woman getting raped, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of that guy. I'm gonna kick the shit out of him, take my fucking belt off, handcuff him, and deliver him to the fucking police department. So I don't understand how people can just stand by, you know. But then there you go. You have a lot of sheep in this world, you know. Like they say, you know, you have the wolf, you have the sheep, and then you have the sheepdog, you know. And I've always tried to be the sheepdog, control the entire herd, you know what I mean? If I die today and I get to the gates and they say, you know, what'd you do on this earth? I was a protector and I was a fixer, you know. A protector and a fixer, open the gate, you know. And I know I'm not alone, because I believe most men, you know, feel or have that instinct to protect, you know. But, you know, so, okay, let's say you're a girl and you're showing your titties. That's great. If you're the dude that's standing next to the girl and you reach up and grab a handful, you're a fucking douchebag. I'm not saying you're necessarily a sexual predator, because, you know, I don't know. But you're a fucking douche, dude. You You don't do that. You don't fucking do that, man. I don't care if a woman's showing her pussy. You don't fucking grab her pussy. You don't do that, dude. So there were, apparently sexual assaults that occurred at Woodstock 99. And I think that's fucking horrible. I really do. I think it's fucking terrible, and I hope the men who were involved in these sexual assaults, I hope they're paying for it, They're going to have to pay for it one way or the other one day. But here's the thing, women have to be careful. Just as much as I have to be careful, maybe women have to be a little more careful than I do. I have to be careful to not make myself a target for a predator. For example, I try to pay attention to my surroundings. Wherever I'm at, I try to pay attention to my surroundings and what's going on around me, so that I don't make myself prey. Just by, paying attention to my surroundings, I'm letting the predator know, hey, I'm aware of you, and it's not going to go well if you target me. And women have to be especially aware of their surroundings, because obviously, most of the time women are the weaker of the two genders, and the male is obviously the stronger one, and there are male predators in this world that should really, in my opinion, should just be deleted off the planet. There shouldn't, if you rape a woman, you should just be deleted off the planet. That's fucking death penalty shit, in my opinion. If you're found guilty of it, and there's no doubt that you're guilty of it, then you should fucking be deleted off the fucking planet. Period. It's the same game as child molesters, Child molesters and rapists. Just delete them off the planet. We need to rid ourselves of these people, because they are violent predators who apparently cannot help themselves. Now to somebody normal, you think, how could they not help themselves? I don't know, but obviously they can't, because it happens all the time. But so, you would think at a festival with all kinds of people around, you would be safe, as a woman, whether you're showing your titties or not. But, you have to be aware that there is evil in this world. So, if I were a chick, I don't think I'd be, walking around naked, airbrushed, or showing my titties and this and that and the other, because you're inviting these predators. They're sniffing around. You're almost inviting them to. Anyway, I could go on and on about that and ramble about it, because it just blows my mind. Like I said, told you how I feel about it. So, this stuff nonetheless took place at Woodstock 99, as it takes place at a lot of different concerts. This kind of stuff takes place. As far as the crowd went, if you watch the documentary, they talk about how it was a lot of young white men. They threw the race thing in there, and that's another video altogether that I want to do soon, because black people in this country right now are just being stripped of their culture, of everything that is unique about the black culture is just being stripped away. And no, I'm not pissed about Jake from State Farm. But if you look at Jake from State Farm, they chose the lightest black guy who speaks like a white guy that they could find. Now, most of the black people that I know aren't really into Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock and that type of music. So there's a few. I know a few guys, a few musicians, that like that kind of music, and it's always good to find a black guy, because black people fucking can keep rhythm better than anyone else, in my opinion. in a band setting, especially. It's just something that's unique about black people. But, you know, the whole race thing that's going on in this country with all this racist administration that we have called the Democrat Party, you know, everything we're seeing on television nowadays, you're seeing black and white together, and which is hilarious because in general, black women are not attracted to white dudes. In general, it's fucking rare, but they're throwing it out on television, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn black people into white people because that is acceptable to the Democratic Party. These are acceptable black people who talk like, act like white people. That's what's acceptable to the current political administration in this country that holds power. Black people are being stripped of their entire individualism and culture the way this is going, where you just, you know, you constantly see commercials on television of black people talking, interacting, and living like white people, which is, I mean, yeah, that does happen, but that's not the majority of black people. The majority of black people, and listen, I know a lot of black motherfuckers, man. I worked with black guys all my fucking life, and I have a lot of black friends. Okay, so I've gone to their home for whatever, dinners, whatever, hanging out, and it's a different culture. Period. They talk different. They're very unique. And I think it's great. And like I said, the current political structure that holds power in the United States wants to strip them of everything that makes them unique and turn them into acceptable black people who talk like white people, who interact like white people, who live like white people. And that's what's acceptable to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and the rest of the fucking demon cats. So I get that out of the way. You know, that's a whole other video I want to do. But that was the vibe with these people. The people that were in this documentary were obviously, you know, total fucking racist pieces of shit. You know, because that was one of the first things they pointed out in the documentary, how, you know, there wasn't enough black people in the crowd. They pointed out how, was it DMX? I don't know, because I don't listen to the guy's music. Maybe it's DMX. He was doing this song, and part of the chorus was, nigga, my nigga, something like that. And he was inviting the entire crowd, come on, sing it with me. And they were. And the people that did this documentary, you know, they were very upset about this. Like, they even said he was licensing the audience to say the word nigger, you know. Of course, they didn't say that. They said the N-word. But it's a song, you know, and it's a song everybody knew and loved or whatever, but that's not acceptable to them, because God forbid you say the word nigger, you know. So they made a big deal race-wise in this documentary about how there was not enough black people at this concert. Well, like I said, in general, most black people don't listen to this type of music. So I guess it would be more acceptable to you to force black people to listen to this type of music so that they can be white enough for you to accept. So that was a thing in this documentary. But then you saw so we had rape, we had race, and basically bashing on everybody that attended that concert. Basically, it made it look like everyone who attended that concert was either a racist or a sexual predator, and if you were a white male especially, you know, that's all that went on at this concert was just nothing but rape and racial shit. and it was just, but people watch this stuff, you know what I'm saying? People watch these documentaries. I watch these documentaries. I love documentaries. And you know, they could have done this documentary really well and still brought up all the topics that they did. But in the end, it was, you know, washed up musicians who are pissed off because they're washed up musicians. They had 1 or 2 hit songs and fucking nobody cares about them anymore. So they're in the documentary because they're pissed off about that. You've got Moby, who is a techno guy who nobody fucking listens to that music. They don't fucking buy it. Nobody gives a shit about the guy, you know, other than I guess he was a decent DJ at one time. Nobody gives a fuck about a DJ. You know, yeah, it's fun to listen to when you're hanging out or whatever, but you're like, dude, I'm not coming to fucking see. I don't need to put you on the board with the rest of the bands because you're not a band, you know. So he's pissed off because he was ignored. And then, but the thing of it is then they advertise Coachella. Oh, not like Coachella. Coachella is just nothing but a bunch of great people, and there's nothing going wrong at Coachella. This was said several times. So it was a documentary that was out to, like I said, it could have been, if you watch it and you try to ignore that stuff as much as you can, then it's not a bad documentary because at least there's a lot of footage, video footage in it, and you get to see that, and it's pretty cool because there was a lot of great bands at Woodstock '99. A lot of bands who absolutely fucking blew up, you know, during that time. Kid Rock was just, you know, blowing up with his Ba with the Ba, and then of course, you know, he turned out to be he's an incredible musician till this day, you know. I mean, dude is very talented, you know. But the whole Coachella advertising thing is what kind of really steamed me and made me want to do a video on this, which I know, believe me, I'm well aware that I kind of got off the topic of this documentary in this video, but it's, you know, I'm just telling the truth here, man. You know, I'm just out to throw some truth out there, you know. Most of my fucking subscribers don't even watch my videos, you know, according to YouTube. So, you know, I'm getting views from other avenues other than my subscribers. So if I can just make a video or two like this and just throw truth out to you, and it connects with one person, and one person can say, yeah, you know what? You know, I don't need to be right, because I know I'm right about what I'm saying. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't say it, you know, and I might, maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll find out later on that I'm completely wrong on the topics that I discussed in this video, and it was all a conspiracy theory to blah blah blah. Not likely. So there you have it. That is my review of the documentary Woodstock '99. Peace, love, rage, advertising. What else did I say? Peace, love, rage, advertising is something else I forgot about already. But I said it at the beginning of the video, so go back and you can hear it then. Alright, you guys. I'll see you soon. You know, I'm trying to recover here. Like I said, I've been burning the candle at both ends, and I just realized it in the last couple of days. I actually thought I was getting sick at one point, you know, and then the other day, not yesterday, but the day before, I went to bed at 7:30 in the evening, and I slept all the way till 7:30 in the morning. And once I did that, I was kind of like, oh my God, man, I've been really burning the candle at both ends. Really busy. Exceptionally busy. So I am trying to recover. You know, this is the holiday, Labor Day. Just trying to take the day off, and even my days off are not complete days off. I'm always busy doing something. And I need to let my hands rest. I was playing guitar last night late, and my hands have suffered. But It's just I'm out of practice, so get back to practice, video. All right, you guys. I'll catch up with you in a bit.